Hello, everyone. It's Nick. This video will be another update of what's been going on the past 2 weeks and as of current and lately in Gaza, in the north of Gaza, Jabalia, and all of these things. And I want you to please take the time to listen. And if not listen to me, please go to Bisan's page, as she is one of the very few, and I mean very few journalists who are still alive, who is still giving her life and time in Gaza. And please take the time to go to her profile, wizard underscore Bisan1 on Instagram. Please watch her videos, become informed, become educated. And a lot of what I will be speaking of will be a lot from one of her more recent videos, about a 13 to 15-minute video. And I please encourage you to go watch it because as of right now, where we stand, where time stands, where time is, if you still feel like you don't care, if you still don't want to look at the bigger picture, if you do not want to take the time to just listen to those who are truly hurt, listen to Bisan, listen to the children, listen to the mothers, the fathers, and you still feel like you don't care and you may not care at all, that will be simply a reflection of your humanity. And I try not to be rude. I try not to be. I try not to be the person who is very ill mannered in the way I try to present this information to you. But it comes to a point where, as a human being, that if you've seen the things I've seen, if you've watched the videos I have watched, if you've witnessed the murders and the butcherings and just the savagery of these criminals in Israel, and then to just think that I could just sit back and tell myself, well, they have the right to defend themselves. I can't because it's just not. It's inhumane to just be like that, and I can no longer be the person that tries to simply say, you know, if you don't want to, then at least just try. I have to make it understandable that at this point, it is a reflection of your humility and your humanity and your human self as to how you continue to view and will view this genocide and ethnic cleansing of Gaza, of Palestine, from this point forward. By God, I have seen women, men, children burned alive in tents. I have seen countless videos over and over, multiple times, some the same, different angles. By God, I have seen many mass burnings, fires so intense that they are not able to move, fires so intense that no one is even able to save anyone. By God, I have seen a photo, a portrait of a young man who was ill, attached to, I believe, what is like an IV drip, being burned alive. And you can see the line, you can see the IV, and that young man is hopeless, powerless, and he burns in pain. I have seen civilians on the streets helping those who were injured be attacked, just trying to help. I have seen a mother who was pregnant get shot in the head in the streets. And I can't quite remember if she was giving birth or not, but I have seen these things. And 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 this is not something that's being hidden. They don't care. They choose to show us these things. They are choosing to show who they are. And yet we're just supposed to sit back and say, it's okay. They're defending themselves. You know, I've seen videos, of Vice President Kamala Harris talking about how the IDF has eliminated the Hamas leader. But I want to inform you about something. This was not a targeted, precise understanding of where this man was, where he was located, and just simply let's take him out. This man fighting until his last breath, legitimately until his last breath, was protecting his people, was standing by his country. And Israel just bombed away aimlessly, hopelessly, while at the same time trying to tell us there's Hamas here, there's Hamas there. At this point in time, the north of Gaza is annihilated. The northern strip of Gaza is gone. Jabalia is being decimated. A very small town. Again, I won't go into too much detail of it. I would rather you please visit Basan's page. Please watch her video. Please take the time to really and share it. And just take the time to listen to her. If listen to anyone, not if you don't listen to me, listen to her. But a very small area, very crowded area, and it's housing hundreds of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people that are starving to death, that have no water, that have no food. There is no internet. Israel's cut off internet connection in that region. When I talked about the celebrations of Israelis, they're celebrating because now they are going to have their first settlements in the north of Gaza. Why and how? Because the north of Gaza is flattened. There's nothing there. It's gone. And so I want you to imagine a very small town, not even as big as the town you live in, very crowded, where there's a, there's many schools, many hospitals, that which being the only shelters at this point in time, the only shelters are schools. And yet these schools, they have drones around them, right? Excuse me for not remembering the exact name of it, but these drones, they can fire at you, bomb you, tell you to do something. And as you know, I'm listening to Bisan. She told me how with these drones trying to go to from one classroom to a bathroom, from one classroom to the next, it's virtually impossible. You can't even move without necessarily feeling that you may get blown to bits, shot into pieces. One of her neighbors was killed, a friend, for dispensing water to Palestinians because they have no water. They haven't had water for days. This is a genocide. This is an ethnic cleansing. As of right now, we have seen, as of today, I've seen the IDF arrested many young men, young children and men, grouped them up like cottage, and just like sheep, and just lining them up for massacre and murdering them. That is happening now in Jabalia. And one of the things that kind of struck out to me that I want to reiterate to all of you is how we talked about one of the biggest things that for a lot of people when something's going on, whether it's in Rafah, Gaza, or Palestine, the north, the south, we always say all eyes on Rafah, all eyes on Gaza, all eyes here, all eyes there, but at the same time, it does nothing. As Bisan, and I hear those words, she said, it does nothing. Because at this point, Israel wants us to see what they're doing, wants us to be fully aware of the murder, the rape, the butchering, the burning, the bombings that they are causing and committing. They don't care. They simply do not care. And yet, if you still don't, if you still feel like this is just a whatever thing, and if you cannot see that as a world we have failed, as a society, as a humanity, we have failed the Palestinians. We have failed the Gazans. Even as a country in the United States, we have failed because we still fund, we still have arms deals, we still trade. We're funding more for Israel than we are funding Florida. I want you to really think about that. Your country would rather fund a criminalistic, terroristic country committing an ethnic cleansing genocide, starvation, mass murder, than to provide aid for the people of the past hurricanes, Hurricane Milton, Hurricane Helena, whatever. That is the reality. And I know you feel like you care about those people because they're a part of your country. But because of what's going on in the Middle East is not part of your home, you simply choose to not care. And I will fully and always reiterate that is just a reflection of your humanity. By God, I have seen the most horrendous things. I can watch a movie with the most gruesome things, but I will never be phased because I understand that it is just fake. It is for entertainment. But when I watch these things, these murders, burnings, killings, starvations, seeing the bodies of young children who are basically to the bone, their skin to the bone because they have not eaten nothing, they have not drinking nothing. It's hard for me to feel sane, to feel normal, knowing that this is the reality of another person's home, another child's home, a mother's home, a father's home. And so all I ask you is to just please try to care, try to listen, because what has happened in October 7th since the beginning of this genocide is one thing. What is happening right now in the northern part of Gaza, in Jabalia, is a completely new thing. Because now it is to the point where we are just being laughed at. So I please ask you, please show your humility, show your humanity, show that you care. It's not that hard. What do you have to be afraid of? What do you have to lose? They lose their life. They lose their mothers, their fathers, sisters, loved ones, husband's wife, children. What do you have to lose for reposting something, for watching a video of 30 seconds, 1 minute, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? What do you have to lose that they haven't lost already? That is even equal to what they will be losing or have lost. What is so hard? Is it because it's not about you? It's not your family.